In the 1960s dystopian sci-fi film A Clockwork Orange by the American Jewish director Stanley Kubrick, we are presented with a future vision of Western society characterized by brutal and brutalist modernity and a morally disconnected male youth, driven by a code of gang warfare and ultra-violence. The youth, in effect, cut off from all previous moral forms, slaves to their appetites, and left to find status and power through stylized brutality and cruelty. The alienating brutality of their modernist urban surroundings mirrors their uncontrolled and uncontrollable actions. Young men divided from all foundational morality and social function. But in the time that the book was written and the film made, Great Britain and other Western nations were undergoing a visceral transformation that the novel and film merely mirrored. And there was a base reaction that still dare not speak its name, for many of our young men adopted the mantle of the warrior, but without leadership or formal structure. The warrior castes appeared as a natural reaction to the threats that they faced, but unable to manifest leadership and articulate their hopes and fears, they were easily marginalized and mocked by the liberal media and political establishment, the despised proletariat, avatars of grunt and muscle, whose souls could never host the higher concepts and values that drove the increasingly cosmopolitan elite. So the skinheads, greasers, and punks were increasingly left to fight among themselves in the concrete wastelands of modernity, a natural biological reaction to the introduction of malign pathogens into the body of the nation. And now these young men are literally being replaced and ceaselessly battered down with the brutal weapons of CRT, feminism, and branded with the horrors of toxic masculinity. But brutality produces a brutal reaction. That is the natural order of things. Going gently and quietly is not of nature. The warrior caste is the beating heart of a healthy nation. It only requires vision and leadership to realize its destiny. Western man is not the materialism of the clockwork device. He is of his passions and pride. He is forever the virile young man that the elite fear and loathe. He is the divine law. And he is no work of subversive fiction. He lives and breathes.